So yeah, I mean those guys delivered on the finale.
And so you said that you mentioned some locations. Is LA one of those possible locations that you guys might be returning to?
In LA?
Yeah.
Southern California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And not sure if you saw, but McGregor DM'd Sean O'Malley after he won his title fight against Aljamain Sterling, and O'Malley called for a main and co-main event or McGregor to be the main event of a card and Sugar to be the co-main of a card. What are your thoughts on that?
I didn't see that. Yeah, no, I didn't see it. It doesn't surprise me though. You can tell that O'Malley respects Conor and what he built and what he's done, and so it makes sense.
And one last one for me.
It's hard to put anybody else that shares in pay-per-view on a pay-per-view with Conor McGregor.
Fair enough. And one last one for me. Was the UFC 295 co-main event something you're going to be announcing real soon here?
Say that again?
The UFC 295 co-main event, Jones and Stipe.
You want to know what the co-main event is?
Yeah, because you said a couple weeks ago it might be the next week, and we just haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, I have no clue right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just jumping back to Max Holloway, I know a lot of times in the UFC we don't see trilogies that often, but is there a possibility that Max and Gold might get another shot?
I think that Volkanovski is so dominant right now. I mean, there's people who believe he beat, Islam. I don't know if you throw Max at him again at this point in Max's career. I don't love it. Do you love it? Then why'd you ask me that? People want to know? Tell people I think it's a bad idea.
They just heard. Last week, I think Alex Bahia was in the building. A lot of people say that want to know if there's any move forward on that with the possibility of going against Yuri. A lot of people are talking about maybe December might be a good opportunity for those guys. I know you guys are still looking for a main event for the December card. Alex Bahia and possibly Yuri.
Yeah.
Alex was in here. I assume he met with you guys and you guys were talking stuff.
Yeah, it's possible.
Thanks, David.
We do too.
Yeah.
Tell the people we like that one.
Hey, David. What exactly about Carlos, the welterweight contract winner, reminded you of Anderson Silva?
Oh, what did?
Yeah.
The way he moved, how relaxed he was, how fluid he was, the combinations that he put together, just everything about his whole swagger tonight was very, old school Anderson Silva.
Is that like quite an easy sell for like narrative going forward? Someone that could, perhaps follow in his footsteps if he reminds you so much of,
To follow in his footsteps?
Yeah.
What's the question?
Is it an easy sell to
Easy sell?
take forward to?
Well, I mean, if you watch the fight tonight, anything's an easy sell with that guy. That guy was smooth, slick, violent. I mean, almost everything he threw landed. And none of it was wild, and it was all just it was fucking smooth. Is the only thing that comes to mind when I think about it. It was just absolute pure smooth violence, man. That guy was beautiful tonight. Beautiful.
John mentioned about comebacks with Conor McGregor in this screenshot. I think the Daily Mail had Ronda Rousey wanting to return for UFC 300. Had you seen that report? Is it something you'd welcome?
Who reported that?
Daily Mail, I think it was. I think it's been carried elsewhere.
Are you fucking asking me a question? That the Daily Mail posted something and you're asking me if it's true? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not asking if it's true. I'm saying, would you welcome it?
Would I welcome it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronda's having kids. Ronda built this whole thing that's going on with the women here. Then her dream was to go to the WWE. She went there and did everything she did there and achieved. She's made shitloads of money. She's moved on with her life. Stop reading the Daily Mail. Everything they write is a crock of shit. Any other questions?
One follow-up.
Yeah.
There was a report that John Jones requested that Colby Covington not be the co-main event on his card. Is there any truth to that?
Not that I know of. Is that what John said?
Yeah.
It's probably true then. Yeah, if John said it, it's probably true. But not that I was aware of that he didn't want. What's his problem with Colby Covington?
I guess Colby went in, they have history, and Colby
Was talking shit about him like he does everybody on earth.
basically.
It was Colby who said John said it. John
Who said it?
Colby said John said it.
Oh, God.
So it's not quite John saying it.
So John didn't say it. Colby said John said it. Well, there you go. That's some more Daily Mail for you right there. All right?
So basically, John didn't come to you and say, Colby
No.
on my card.
I don't think John Jones could give a shit one way or the other. I'm literally the only person I've ever seen John Jones truly hate and could not stand and would say like bad things about was Daniel Cormier. Other than him, I've never really seen that with John Jones. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've never seen it. John Jones is at a level that, what's he got to give a shit about anything? You know what I mean? The guy is literally the greatest fighter of all time in mixed martial arts. So I think he's worried about who's on the co-main event. But could be wrong.
Just want to bounce
Yes.
up one last time. Was Miami a city you guys want to come back to? I mean, after that crazy event in UFC 287?
I think you guys will really like what we're talking about for Miami.
I'm guessing it's going to be UFC 305 in Miami, right?
305? Took me a second. Not a bad fucking idea, though. Not a bad idea.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. You done with me? Good night, you guys.